Negative thoughts, self-doubt, procrastination. Where do these things come from? Why is it so hard to change for the better? A couple years ago, when I was trying to get over some writer's block, I discovered a book called Do the Work. The book was dedicated to helping people overcome what this author called the resistance, the internal resistance. He basically made it seem like anytime someone tries to change their life for the better, tries to break a habit or do something new or learn something or grow spiritually, the resistance appears out of nowhere to make it hard. The resistance wants to do nothing more than to stop you. He describes the resistance as being invisible, a shapeshifter. The resistance will tell you anything to keep you from doing your work. It will lie, it will bully, it will seduce. The resistance is a force of nature that causes bad luck. The resistance never sleeps. The author says the way to defeat the resistance is to treat it like it's a dragon, to battle it like it's your worst enemy, to take whatever it is that you want to do today and to do it immediately, because any moment that you pause or wait or doubt yourself or over-prepare is a moment that the resistance is winning. You have to try to become that new thing that you want to become as if your life depended on it. And this approach to me is inspiring. I mean, the advice to do whatever you want to do, to practice whatever it is that you're trying to learn immediately is probably the best advice I've ever heard. But I also had some questions about this book because he made the resistance seem like it was evil, like it was some personified dark force that is purposefully trying to attack us. And that's my only problem with the book, because personally I stopped believing in personified evil. I think that when bad things happen, there were causes to make them happen, or that people made choices. I don't think there are dark forces. To me, it's too superstitious. Anyways, I asked my friend, okay, what are these opponent forces? What is the resistance? And my friend, she's so wise, she said that they're habits. They're basically habits. And I had to take that in and be like, habits. I looked up the definition of habits, and yeah, every state of being is kind of like a being. Every way that you live your life is alive, and those old ways still live in you and they don't want to change. So whenever you try to change a habit, your older self will fight back, will fight for its life. So if you want to change, if you want to have a new way of being alive, you have to give that new way of life. That's why it's hard to break addiction. That's why it's hard to learn to love yourself if you've learned that you shouldn't love yourself. And that's why it's so important to build good habits now, because the longer a habit exists is the stronger it is and the more power it has. I'm going to repeat myself a bit. The older versions of yourself are parts of yourself that just don't want to change, because change is different and change is scary, even if it's a good change. The first day of school is always terrifying for a little kid. Improving your life might mean new responsibilities. And there are parts of you that have grown comfortable, and they'll fight until their bitter end. So here's what you need to do. You need to be firm. You need to be proactive. You need to be aggressive. You need to try and fight for your new life as if your new life depends on it. Second, you need to start whatever you want to start right now. Do not wait. Do it right now. To try is to win eventually. To quit, to not try, is to fail. It is simple as that. To try is to win, and to not try is to fail. Waiting to try is not trying. Making excuses as to why you aren't trying is also not trying, which is failure. There's only one way to win. Let's go. Negative thoughts,